What's going on, guys? Toxic here, I guess. Man, it's been a while since I called myself that. Not gonna lie, and I've always knew I had my channel and stuff like that. I've always knew that it's always been a thing. Hold on, let me sit a little closer to my camera. See, like I'm very new. Like I've been doing lives. Whoever follows me on Instagram, it's probably been a while. But I don't know if anyone's gonna show up. This channel's pretty old and rusty, but regardless to the viewers that want to check in later, just want a little like I guess a little recap about what's been going on. So, I remember that back in 2020, I was posting not regularly. I was doing lives and I had a really good account. Like in School of Chaos, I was doing fairly well at School of Chaos, but life happened and thankfully I am not doing School of Chaos no more. I don't need to do School of Chaos. That's not the basis of my career. I'm really trying to branch off and do my own thing. To the ones who really knew me closely, they understood that I do music. And to the ones that don't know me, I'm doing music. You know why? Because music has a lot more of depth and a lot more longevity compared to School of Chaos. I mean, if you guys seen like the actual like you guys seen the actual state of School of Chaos, it's just completely dead, honestly. Everyone there is pretty brainless. It's not to knock down the people who play it, but it's just about the lines of like everybody's in their own world. They don't really talk to you unless you like level 200, which is so weird. I think everybody's so weird in that game. And I just started, and I saw some videos about like, certain podcasters. It's like we spend all our lives, all day grinding out our character in School of Chaos or in any game. I'm not, it doesn't have to be School of Chaos, but that's just the reference that I'm using. We spend all day in School of Chaos and we never see no fruit of it. Yeah, we got the USA hat level 90. Yeah, we got the USA hat. We got the Drill Master 125 level 200 claw that you paid 150 bucks for. Congratulations, bro. You still don't get nothing. You still don't get no bitches. I'm just gonna be real. I'm just gonna be real. Like I'm not even trying to knock down anybody that plays it. But please understand that the success the success of that game. I just got a phone call from my bros, but Peter, Peter, I'm streaming right now, bro. Why do I got this guitar in my hand? I'm not sure. I play guitar. Don't get me wrong, I do. I'm still quite a novice. I wouldn't say novice. I say more like a little bit experienced. But I just like to have it in my hand because this is a really special guitar to me. People just look at it. I'm actually gonna show like the audience here like what this is. So this right here is a PRS SE standard 24. It's got 24 frets and it's got two humbucker pickups, but it's actually single coil tap pickups. What's up, Pierre?
You done with the laptop?
No, I'm done with it, but I'm streaming. What's up?
No.
All right. So basically, this is the PRS SE Standard 24. This is the first guitar I ever bought. Well, not me. My dad bought it for me, and that's the reason why I love this guitar so much, because it's always a memory of my dad. My dad was a very good guitar player back in his day, back when he was my age. Back in the '90s, and he had a Fender. He had like a Fender single coil. Doesn't know what happened to it, but this guitar is very 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 valuable, not only because of like the fact that it's got great hardware, but because compared to the 90s, these guitars are a lot better. And people always say, oh, you want the next best thing, the next best thing, but just think of that the age of guitars is so much different than compared to in the 90s and what's to now. My dad says that this is like the best guitar that you can get right now for the price, and he's right. And I'm not like, oh yeah, like daddy's boy and all that stuff. Don't care. You gotta love your father. You gotta appreciate what your father does for you, because at the end of the day, you wouldn't be able to talk, say, do whatever you want to do if one for your father and one for your mom. So you always got to hold them to a high standard. I love my father. I love my mother. I love what they did for me. I love the person that they wanted me to become. So this guitar right here, see, if some people play guitar, this kind of looks like like a Stratocaster, but it's not. It's got a weird shape actually. The shape is kind of not Stratocaster-y at all. I mean, it's got the little horn here and a little horn there, but that's not really what it is. And these right here are called pickups. Like if people, I'm telling the people that don't know this because honestly, most of my audience is School of Chaos, or they probably already did their own stuff already, which is cool. But these pickups right here are called humbuckers. Actually, coil tapped humbuckers. So they're actually different from humbuckers. But basically, the idea is that back in the 50s, when the first Stratocaster came out, they were single coils. And the single coils were very good, and they have an amazing sound to it. But the problem that people didn't like was that when you cranked the gain up really high, they had this humming noise. Like, I don't know if I can explain it to you, like, but it was like a buzzing, like a really weird, like long elongated noise. Like you couldn't move this thing, and it would just always make noise. So, to my knowledge, that's what it was. So the humbucker was to correct that, but the humbucker ended up producing a unique sound that actually made it stand out. And some people prefer the humbucker, and some people prefer the single coil. Me, I'm a man of culture. I prefer both, you know. So that's why we got this guitar. It's the most versatile guitar you can ever get. And they're like, oh, but it's not USA made. Shut up. Just shut up. All you're paying for is the price. This, just because it's made in China or made in Indonesia, does not mean it's the bad guitar. You know, at the end of the day, a lot of the products that you guys get from other countries, like from your hometown, they come from China. So why are you mad? Why are you knocking people just for what they want to produce things in other countries? I don't agree with that. And that was a stigma that really upsells all these other guitars when it's like, oh, it's USA made. You know, USA, but it's got the same sound as one that was made in Indonesia, one that was made in China. So I didn't really like that. So, you know, I love this guitar. It's great, and it's manufactured great. Paul Reed Smith is an amazing manufacturer. He always believed in quality for the price. So if you guys ever wanted to pick up a versatile guitar, a guitar that was made for every genre, I'd go with this one. Personally, you don't have to get the same color. They have a lot of different colors. You could even get the custom 24, which is even better. But to me, this is always going to have a place in my heart. And the sound, it's not really better at the end of the day. It's just an upgraded version. But this sounds different than the custom would. But if you actually swapped out the pickups and the strings for the custom and got the custom pickups on these ones, it would sound exactly the same. That's why I say it's really no point in buying these expensive guitars if all you want to do is play. So this guitar it really holds dear to me. It's a very special guitar to me. And welcome to my stream, whoever's watching. You know, I'm toxic. I'm not. I used to be very toxic actually. Like I actually was a very toxic person, very narcissistic. But you know, I really changed. You know, I think everybody has a little canon event, goes through some stuff that really makes them change. So to the person that's here, I say welcome. So basically, this guitar right here is very important to me. Not only because of the fact that it's a great guitar for the price, but because my dad bought it. And I know the time that we have with our parents may seem like a lot now, but once it's getting close, you feel like you feel like you never had time in the first place. That's how life is. So if my dad if I don't know how to say it, but if my dad ever passed away and he left nothing for me behind, I would be so upset. You know, when I was stupid, ignorant, ungrateful, I wanted to sell this thing and get something better. But I was like, nah, what do I have from my father that will carry me on to my children? This guitar. If I take care of this guitar, I keep it where I live, I keep it close to me, it'll stay here and it'll look better, newer than it's ever looked. So I really encourage you guys, if you guys get something from your parents that you know is going to last a while, take care of it. Because you don't know how long you're going to have with that parent until it's all said and done. You know, life is temporary. It's not forever. You know, and thankfully, my pops and my mom are still alive. The only one that really got to me was when I lost my uncle, because I really loved him. You know, my uncle felt like a father figure sometimes. And especially like when my parents were going through like a tough time in divorce. So I really love like all my family. I think family is going to be my greatest strength, but also my greatest weakness. Because if family goes against me, I can't really fight against that. It's hard, and I think it's hard for everybody who loves their family. So to people out there that are still struggling with depression and all that stuff, just know there's hope. Believe in yourself. One of the most powerful things that we humans have is belief. Believe it or not, belief changes lives. Belief changes technology. Belief changes society. Believe in something that's greater than yourself, and obviously it's going to be God. you know First thing is first, get right with God, get right with your religion, go back to church, but not because someone told you to go back to church. Seek that higher power so it can help you spiritually. You don't seek a higher power just so you can put a Lambo in your garage. You want to seek a higher power because that person in you, you want to be a better person. You always look towards everyone else, and you're always seeing, okay, wow, that person could have done something different. Wow, I could have done something different. Look at that person. Look at this person. Look at that person. When in all reality, you could be better than that person if you just believed in yourself. If you thought to yourself, nah, I can be better than John Mayer. Nah, I can be better than Steve Vai. It all starts with that. And it's not being arrogant to say that you can be better than someone. We're humans. Everybody's human. They were human. You're human. Everybody's meant to achieve and lose. Everybody's meant to win and lose. Eventually the winners will not always win. Winners will be overachieved by someone else who had a better passion for it. Because we all get old. We all get weak one day. So why are you doing it to yourself now? Why are you beating yourself up now? Why are you hating yourself now when no one's hating you? All that bullying that you went through. I'm sorry that you went through it. It hurt. It must have hurt when you were being humiliated by all these people. It must have hurt when you felt like you were beneath someone else every single day of your life. But trust me, that's not going to be forever. You're the only one that dictates if that's going to be forever. Respect yourself. Love yourself. Have boundaries. You don't have to fight with your neighbor to do this, by the way. You don't have to say, hey, I don't like you. If you come next to me, I'm going to pop you. Like, it's not like that. You got to love your neighbor too. Love them as yourself. And if neighbors see that you love yourself and respect yourself, they will love you too. One of the biggest causes for bullying is the fact that you don't love yourself and you don't respect yourself. So people pick on you. They say, oh, this guy doesn't treat himself right. He's still stupid. Look at how he dresses. Look at how he holds himself. Look how he talks. That's all a result of you. Bullying exists for a reason. It's to pick on the weak. So why are you weak? Are you weak because you're actually weak? Or are you weak because you want to stay weak? I'm not saying this to encourage bullying. I'm just saying that's what the root cause of it is. To the people that don't know who I am or used to know who I am, I welcome you back. I welcome you back into my channel. I welcome you back into my life because you guys all hold a special place in my heart. Every single last one of you. Even the ones that were beating my ass hard in School of Chaos. I welcome you because I know you changed too. And to Lil Pippin out there, I still ain't dropped that diss track on you because you lame. But hey, if you want to talk again, that's totally fine. I'm sure you change as well. But some people know, like, all that beef I went through in School of Chaos, all that stuff is so stupid. We got bigger problems than that. We got a bigger problem than just the nerd rage. We got... Said, hey, bro, I agree. I gotta hug you, your fan and shit while you still can. Time stops for nobody, so you gotta improve yourself while you can, by the way. Oh my God, try hard, bro. It's been so long. Try hard of tries. I'm so glad that that your channel has gotten so much better. Honestly, I'm so happy for you because you always were playing Roblox. And now that you build a community, I can say for sure that you earned it. So continue doing what you're doing. Once I get my channel up and running and I'm past that 1K mark, let's make some content together. Let's do some streams. I don't really game no more. I do more of the music stuff. But hey, if you need music for like say your channel and stuff, just hit me up, bro. You don't even need to pay royalties on that. You're one of my homies. So you need some background music, just tell me what it is that you like. Tell me what type of music it is that you like to produce, or like what type of music you like to hear, type of music you want to feel in your channel. I'll give you that track for free because I'm not an asshole. I'm not gonna go over here and copyright you. I understand we gotta work hard for our stuff, but I'll just say credit me. If you really like my stuff, if you really like my music, just credit me. That's all I want. And okay, another thing I want to set them straight. I'm not going to sell you shit. Like, I am not going to go ahead and start producing crap and then tell you can post it. I produce authentic music. I produce authentic music. I've been practicing. I've been working on it since 2018, but I didn't really start seeing fruition until I was 20, because a lot of it was just learning. A lot of it was failing. A lot of it was humiliation. But as I got better, it gets better. It always gets better. When I was level 1 in School of Chaos, I hated getting beat up by level 10s. When I was level 10 in School of Chaos, I hated getting dogged by level 20s. When I was in level 20, I hated being dogged on and it just goes on and on and on. There's levels to everything. There's levels to the game. Guitar players, for instance, we have it really rough because not only do we need the rhythm, we also need coordination. We need to be able to do things all at once and multiple tasks independently. It's tough. And even with gaming as a whole, you're not, no one starts off good. You start off decent, but once you actually get put in the big leagues, you are terrible. And it's not your fault. It's just the reality things. I'm actually really glad that you learned that way, because there's a saying that's called big fish, or a big frog in a small pond. So what that means is that, yeah, you might look like the top dog around the little fishes, but once you get in that big pond and there's other competitors, you get swallowed alive. That big frog gets swallowed alive by the fish. So I really encourage you, everybody that watches this stuff, I really encourage everybody, find a higher power. Turn to him, because he will make your life better. I'm not going to go around and say, like, hey, spirituality changed me and all that stuff. It impacted me. It changed my life, definitely. But it would not have happened had I not made the change first. Because, God doesn't possess people and control them. He gives you free will. So if you're not willing to save yourself, if you're not willing to help yourself, there's no hope for you. If you don't want to get out of that situation, there's no hope for you. You got to want it. You got to take it. You got to take it and be like, that's mine. I deserve it. You know why I deserve it? Because I suffered. And I hoped and I worked so that this could happen. You have to tell yourself that you are worthy. If you tell yourself that you're unworthy, yes, that's humble. That's the first step of being humble. I understand that. But also, if it's being given to you, that means that you're worthy. You're worthy. Game boring. The music is such a competitive business, just like video games. If you're not good enough, they'll chew you up and spit you out easy. Okay, so one thing I have to say about that is that's true. If you're not good enough, because the problem is that people get comfortable. People get comfortable with the little success that they have right now and think that all they have to do is do the same thing. You have to innovate. You have to change. You have to do something different. And try hard. I think what you're trying to say here is that the small game. There's a difference between the small game and the big game. The big game got big for a reason, because they did different things. If you looked at all these rappers now, they're washed up. They're washed up. Lil Uzi, washed up. And I'm not saying that he's washed up forever. And yeah, Pink Tape is great and all, but it's just not the same. It's not the same how he was back then. Because even though he's innovating, he's actually, you know what? I take that back. Lil Uzi's fire. Lil Uzi's fire. I'm not gonna diss no rapper. I don't know why I went at Lil Uzi like that. I was just a Pink Tape hater. But if anybody knows me, I'm a big Uzi fan. I love Love Is Rage. I love Love Is Rage 2. I loved EXO Tour Life. One of his old stuff was amazing. It was peak childhood. But he probably don't even like it no more. But I'm like, why? That song was so good. Pink Tape, I don't vibe with it. I don't know. Like, it just feels like something's off. Something ain't right. But like, I look at all the music now, and everybody's like stagnant right now. There's no one really killing it right now. Like, killing it, doing something different, killing it. It's just not happening. We just got like, oh, album came in. Oh, album came that. The same people doing the same thing. There's no competition in music. I'm gonna be honest. There's no competition. And to be honest here, and this is a really, really true fact about music that I want you guys to know. Talent is not unique. There is talent everywhere. Talent is in the guy next door recording music downstairs. Talent is in the guys recording upstairs. Talent is in the guy in the studio every single day. There's no shortage of talent. It's not about talent. It's never been about talent. That's why you see trash rappers at the top of the game, because it's never been about talent. It has to do with their personality. The music industry is like branding yourself. You brand yourself with these things. You become an image. You become a public image to be able to be sold and shared and all that stuff. And it sounds really demonic when you really say it like that, but that's what it is. And a lot of people let that change them. They say money is the biggest amplifier to a person. Money is the biggest amplifier to a person's character. And I think that's so true. You know, you could be a rich dick. You could be a rich asshole. You could be like a poor person and be really nice at first. But when you get that money, you become a douchebag. Or like, hey, you're a nerd, you'll become a rich nerd. Or like, you just add the adverb, like you just add the subject rich to everything. So if you were already something before that, then like money changes people. That's why it's so dangerous. And if you always ask yourself, man, why am I not rich? Why wasn't I born rich? I'll tell you why you weren't born rich. Because you probably had something so bad in you that if you would have been rich, it would have destroyed you. That's what I'm saying. You got to find a creator now, because once you get, they said, and I saw this on, I think it was on Joe Rogan's podcast. It was David Goggins. He said that, or I think it was just Joe Rogan. He said that the worst thing that the devil can give to you is everything you've ever wanted. You know why? I mean, not the devil, God. The worst thing that God can give you is everything you ever wanted. You know why? That's how he punishes you, because there's no reward in heaven if you don't succeed, if you don't use what he gave you to be something good. If I was rich, like when I wanted to be rich, I would have been the complete drug addict. I'm not gonna lie. I would have been a complete drug addict. I would have had like kilos of coke the size of Mount Everest. I don't even do coke, but that's the kind of life that I was living. Just pounds and pounds of weed. Eventually, the weed's not gonna do anything for you, and you're gonna move on to other things. I had to stay sober, for my own good. For my own good, I had to stay sober. To anybody who's going through drugs right now, just know you're not alone. I fight this stuff every day. That's why I'm telling you, be with your creator. All this depressive stuff, like get off your game if you're playing it too much. If you're playing that game 12 hours straight, you should be working 12 hours straight. You're not playing a game 12 hours straight. That's a problem. If it's not your job, or if you indulge too much in your hobbies, that's not good for your mind. That's not the real world. That's not the real world. And I'm not saying this to dog anybody who puts in the hours to the games. Make it a career if you want to play it so much. Don't just waste your time. Don't just waste your time. If you're gonna play 12 hours, stream that for 12 hours. If you're going to like stream something, like make it productive. Because I'm telling you, one of the biggest things one of my biggest regrets at 20 was wasted time. How much time I wasted not pursuing goals, not pursuing careers, not pursuing anything other than what I wanted now. I want to have fun. I want to get high. I want to get drunk. That was the things that I was propagating back then. And it's not good. It's not good for nobody. Trust me, guys. And there's going to be a lot of people that take this video out of context. And that's great. Blow me up. Boost my ego. Boost whatever. I don't care. It's not about that. It's about the fact, to the fans, to the people that stuck by me through thick and thin. I love y'all and I care for y'all. And I want the best for y'all. And you don't need to credit me with none of that. You had it in you all along. I'm just awakening that in you and reminding you. So please. But I can say a lot right now. It's been a very long stream already, about 20 minutes. So I'm going to go ahead and end it off with a little bit of a guitar solo that I came up with. So I have this guitar for a reason, because I actually wanted to play it to you guys and show you guys that I'm actually good at something other than just talking. So I'm going to play this little idea that I had with me. And we're going to see how it goes. First I'm going to try single coil mode, because I like single coil mode. Okay. I'm going to try, alright. try another thing before I go. Try a little something like a little. I call this like a power chord thing, but it's really not. I don't know what this is. I think I'm done for today. That was kind of cool. That's kind of sick. I did that a lot easier than I did before. I've been practicing a lot, but these little chords that I got, like, I'm more of a music producer type of person. I picked up a guitar about a year ago, so they just come to show, like, I'm on the same boat as you guys. I'm trying. I'm making the effort every day. I'm persevering. I'm not the perfect person, so we just want to go ahead and end the stream there. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Appreciate y'all. I'm gonna leave this up for a long time, so keep coming back to it. Learn something. thanks, Tryhard, man. I hope to see you again. I'm gonna watch. I've been watching all your videos, man. I'm gonna keep watching them, bro. Just keep posting, keep up. And I'm gonna put my my Instagram in the. Yeah, man. I have my Instagram. I'm gonna post it on my channel actually. Cause that way it can stay up, and then people who know me or people who want to get to know me, I'll have it up on there. So try hard. If I'm always active on Instagram, don't get me wrong. I'm not just gonna leave you on delivered. If you want to talk to me, try hard. We can talk. I can't just send my phone number through this chat, but I will send my Instagram. I can send it actually through this. Give me 1 second. Nah, I can't send it on here, but look, I'm gonna post it on here. So if you guys are interested, cool. So thank you guys for watching. Love you guys. No, it's awesome, Char. Good. Keep at it, bro. I'm in college too, so hey, we can talk about that anytime, bro. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and end the stream. Yeah, Chard, man, I've been watching you since day one, bro. Like, that's crazy. I've been watching you since like you was still doing like School of Chaos videos. So it was crazy how you got like so many subs and stuff. Like, I'm really proud of you. You deserve it, bro. And keep going, man. Just keep going. Don't let anyone stop you from doing it, bro. Nah, I love you, man. Keep at it, bro. So I'm gonna go ahead and end the stream. You guys have a good one and see ya. It took a while to kind of press that button, but all right.